And welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. So on the last part we left off as we had been kidnapped by no other than Team Zen, of course, and dropped off here in the Blacksteeple castle. So we've been stuck here, making new friends, finding secret hiding spots, and trying to escape. So let's get back to that. Miss Blakery, and you, where have you two been? We've just been looking at the Absol statue, sir. No big deal, homie. No big deal's wrong, Miss Blakery. Don't want you two causing us any more trouble than you have. I want you two in my sights at all times. Got that? We got it, I guess. Good. Now continue and complete the job you two were tasked with today. I guess we better. Such a weirdo, don't you think? At least say hi or something. You don't gotta be so mean all the time. You should go talk to her. Exchange, I'll do your work for you. Isn't that a fair trade? Yeah, sounds like it. Is there something in particular you want from me? You're just going to stand there and stare at me, then do it from a distance. I don't want to speak with you. At all. Please move aside. And what makes you think you're better than anyone else here? It's because you're Naveed's little pawn doesn't mean you can go around acting important. I didn't even do anything. It was them who approached me first. If anything, I'd prefer it if you all just left me alone to my own devices. Likewise, it'd be a waste to spend time with someone so deplorable. I don't approve of what Naveed's doing here, by the way. Does it matter? You're helping him anyway. Well, you know what they say. Gotta do what you gotta do. Stop talking. Let's go. You remind me of Naveed, actually. You two are pretty similar. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to take that back. I am nothing like Naveed. Are you sure about that, Valerie? You've shown nothing but hostility from the past few moments. You lose your temper way too easily. You take things far too personally. That's exactly how Naveed treated me when he first met me. So yeah, pretty similar. Bye to you too. So I guess we better go find them and see what got her all worked up. Also, if you're wondering, this part is going to be mostly story as well. However, there's going to be some pretty big battles at the end here. Don't take it so personally, Val. Gotta take things with a grain of salt. I don't know who she thinks she is. I'm nothing like Naveed. Val, you should know better to take some creeper's word. Come on, let me see you smile. Got each other, don't we? Yeah, I know. Thanks, Saki. Well, I think we're done for the day, right? Yeah. Let's just end this day. I think I've had enough of this. Alright, fine. Guess we'll go in early tonight. I guess I won't complain. It sounds like he's finally fallen asleep. All the guards are patrolling the outer walls as well. Finally, opportunity to do some snooping myself. Has to be something in this room that can be useful. Something that can tell me about the barrier surrounding the second castle. So, in this position, we're now controlling Emma, which is interesting. You can actually go around and read all the books here, or at least this one, even though there's absolutely no point to it, but it's some extra little detail if you want it. So of course we'll go ahead and read this one. This is optional. Long ago, in the kingdom of Avium, a lone queen overlooked her land. At any point of adversity, the knight would protect his queen above all else. However, one threat they could not handle creeped up to their door. The hero met his fall, or met his end, and fell battle, leaving his sword lifeless. The enemy presented this sword to Her Majesty, the symbol of their defeat. The queen would not allow hope to cease. She strung back her bow, shot her final arrow, thus ending the war. Can't say I've ever heard of something like this happening in Avium. It must be a made-up story for children. Quite an interesting read, though. I don't think there's anything else too interesting in here, so the book that we need to find is right over here instead. Architectural Secrets of Blacksteeple Castle, Mystery, Wonder. This book may prove to be quite useful. Huh? This slip of paper. Oh wow. These are the plans for the Blacksteeple Library. I'm a little surprised they would keep this book here in the library. Something about these floor plans bother me though. I can't exactly pinpoint why. Maybe I should study this picture, and may be able to figure something out. And after you examine that, you want to come over here, examine the glassed-in bookcase. Looking at the floor plans for the library, I can tell that this spot is different. According to the plans, there should have been a door in this spot, not a bookcase. Now that I mention that, these floors are really scuffed. Scuffed in a specific and circular way, too. Wonder. So, what do you want to do with me now? Haven't you all tortured me enough? I already told you I didn't know. Oh. It's just you. Yes, it's just me. What didn't you know? What? You said you told Naveed that you didn't know. What didn't you know? He asked me if I knew what my father was up to. If I knew he was part of Team Zen, or if I was plotting with him. I didn't know he was with them until the very end, and even then, he wasn't with them. Naveed didn't believe me, so he used electricity to try and get me to talk. I'm so sorry. Are you, though? You showed me off like I was some sort of freak to them and the others. You seemed pretty proud of yourself then, but why not now? I'm not your enemy. You aren't my ally either, so just what are you? And with that, our third day here at Blacksteeple Castle finally begins. We're not given any specific directions right now, so we may as well just head on out and see what happens. It's like you're finally awake. Tried waking you earlier, but you would just not budge. Anyway, Saki told me she introduced you to Braixen? That's the case. I'd like you to meet up where Braixen is. I think it's time we start to devise a plan on how to get all of us out of here. The longer we stay passive, the more I feel like we're grasping at straws. Oh, it looks like you're on floor duty again. I asked Saki to do that for you. Wasn't happy about it. It's a suitable punishment for getting you into trouble earlier, yeah? Maybe it is. Who are we to say? So we're just going to go all the way out over here. And enter the hut over here and talk to them. Gregson, what's with this book? Don't know. It was there when I got here. It's pretty heavy stuff. Too heavy for me, personally. But you can see that I was taken out by a person named Anathea. Well, okay then. Disregarding the books, I thought we'd come up with some strategy. Oh my gosh. Finally going to get something done around here? Count me in. Can't stand being in this frigid shed any longer. Have you considered any possible directions we could take this? Well, clearly, we can't have everyone in the castle come back here. Not everyone is allowed on this side at one time, and everyone disappearing would look terrible. I've considered collecting Pokeballs and bringing them here to release them. Ooh, maybe we could have some sort of stampede. Yeah, I guess so. I'm a little worried. What if the Pokemon are startled by me being there and not their actual trainers? What if I release Pokemon that are predators to some others? I don't know. It just seems too high risk, high reward. Miss Blakery, I'm going to have to ask you to stop that right this moment. Oh dear. What did Saki do now? I don't know, but we should probably go help her out. Miss Blakery, stop running around this instant. Oh, why is that, Mr. Guard Guy? Is it because I'm so cute that you want to take a good look? Sorry, but I can do whatever I want. I don't care what you say. If you refuse to obey, we're going to have to resort to disciplinary measures. Tell that to my bony Japanese ass. Oh, that's a new one. What is she doing? That's it. Fire. Wait, didn't you guys tell me that the turret on this side was faulty? Oh, no. Yikes. That's a faulty laser, alright. That turret was pretty close to hitting us. Yeah, no kidding. I think it actually hit some trees. We should go check to see if there's any fire. We can't afford having attention brought this way. So we'll go check. Looks like there's no fire, thankfully. Those trees are so gone. You're right. Take a look at this. Is that an entrance to a cave? Sure looks like it. How are we going to get up there? Perhaps I could chisel up some steps using my mining kit. Hold on, this'll take a little bit. Yeah. Can't say I'm a fan of this thing. That came out prettier than I expected. Maybe after we're all done with this, you could end up having a job in architecture. Yeah, no thanks. I'll pass on that. In fact, you can have mine. Gosh, I was just kidding. You didn't actually have to give a way to prove your point. That's fine. I don't plan on using it again anyway. Guards get on my case about it. I'll just tell them that the old one got destroyed on the job. Now let's check out what this cave has to offer us. And we can, but we also just got the mining kit. So if you want, and you can't do this right now, but eventually you'll be able to go up to those glowing rocks that we've been seeing, and you can mine them, and you can get all sorts of cool things from them. Obviously there is all the fossils. Praise the helix, by the way. There's also, I'm trying to think of what it's called, the odd keystone, I believe, that you could get. And all of those are relatively small chances from mining, but you can get them. However, you can't do anything with them, so I'll kind of mention them when we can do something with them. But besides that, we're going to go ahead and move on in here. Wow, this place smells awful. It smells like burning dust and rubber. Literally the worst smell possible. Ugh. The purpose of this cave? I'm not going to find out if you just stand there. Let's go take a look around. Yep, come on. Wait a second. Hide here with us for a moment. Do you hear that? There are people talking just above here. Let's hear what they have to say. Are you kidding? You can't fix a simple program like this. I'm sorry. I just wasn't made like the others. I don't know anything about this program. It's just an overheating issue. How hard could that be to fix? I don't know. I told you that whole thing with the SS Oceania was a bust. And you got in trouble for doing an unauthorized mission for this trash. What's even the point of keeping all these people in the castle? Did you know that Madam X gave Naveed my room? My room! Madelis, I already explained the purpose of keeping all the people here. Plus, orders are orders. If you didn't fail at Keratos Mountain, things may have ended up better for you. Anyway, stop complaining. You can have your room after Madam X is done with them. Ah, so Madam X has finally decided to slaughter them all? I heard Naveed say that she's going to be arriving soon. Tomorrow, I think. She's not going to slaughter them all in the way you're thinking. Her methods are quite unconventional. When it comes to blatant murder, at least. Why do you trust Madam X so much, Nastasia? If I recall correctly, you've got absolutely nothing on the line here. Why even do what you're doing? It's none of your concern, Madelis, and frankly, I really can't fix it. Oh, you're so boring that I forgot you were here. You were smart. You probably would have just walked away without saying a word. But you're not that smart, are you? You mustn't be if you can't fix a simple issue. Wow, that was rude even for my standards. I think you hurt her feelings. Oh, please. Don't act as if it can feel anything. Anyway, if she can't fix her problem, we're going to have to find a different approach. I heard Naveed has a frost lass. Perhaps we can get it to cool this place down. Anything to get out of this place. It's absolutely hard in here. Madam X? Is that their leader? It's going to be here soon, too. No, 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 no! We can't let that happen. We're not going to let that happen. But you heard what that woman said. She's going to be here tomorrow. All this means is that we're going to have to speed up our plans. In the meantime, we should check out what they were fiddling with. Oh no. She saw us, Valerie. Don't worry, I'll get her myself. Huh? What is it? Stop wasting time. Wait, I'm not your enemy here. Wait, this person is your mother? Yes, it's true, but... What are you doing out there? Just take what you need and get back here. Sorry, but I can't talk anymore. Before you leave, please take a look at the device above here. I will distract Nastasia and Madelis so that they won't disturb you. Did you get in trouble for doing that? The trouble I'll get into will be worth it knowing that I've helped you all in some way. Oh. And we'll have our moment. But don't worry about me, okay? What a nice lady. What is she doing with Team Zen? I see. So you two were on the SS Oceana when it was attacked? Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing something about that in the news. If that's the case, are all the SS Oceana passengers here at the castle? If that's the case, that means the captain must be here as well, yeah? Yeah, but what does that mean for us? It means that we can have him get us all out of here. We're on an island. Madam X is coming, and I'm assuming she's coming by boat. We'll strand her and get out safely. That's a good idea, but how are we going to fight back? I haven't thought of that yet, but I'm sure it'll come in time. And I'm sure it will. Oh my god. I think we just hit the jackpot. Huh? What's going on? What did you find? This is the machine that controls the nullification signal around the castle. Oh, so if we stop this machine from functioning, everyone will be able to use their Pokemon once again. Seems like it. Something about this looks all wrong, though. It's just running a simple program that allows the signal to pass through the area. But for some reason, it looks like it's going through a whole lot of stress. Okay. What does that mean for us? Let's take a gander at this icon right here. If you look at the screen, it looks like someone deliberately tried to sabotage this thing so that it could overheat. Who here would do something like that? I don't know, but this thing is a ticking time bomb. What? Look at the temperatures on this thing. It's gotten so hot that it's creating smoke. Well, what do we do? Well, here's an idea. The pipes on the ground floor must contain all of the wires that connect the antennas this. We sever the wires, all the antennas will cease to function. Doing so will possibly remove some of the processing stress this machine is handling. Gregson, how are you this knowledgeable on all this? While Saki was in class, I'd hang out in the community center. Gal learns a thing or two from listening to the geeks talk about nonsense. Let's head down and see what we can do about these pipes. Okay, I remember what Saki taught me. These boxes are what we need to cut. Are you sure? Yes, cutting the pipe that extends to other ones will also work, but these smaller boxes are basically backup generators. They'll keep the signal alive for who knows how long. We have to destroy these and then cut the pipe leading into the machine itself, which happens to be right here. There's another one opposite to this one as well. I saw some pipes with some wiring coming out of it. Is that a concern in any way? Nope, but it does explain that faulty turret you told me about earlier. Well, alright then. Let's burn these boxes then. Are you insane? Do you really want me to heat up this room any more than it already is? One blast of fire would be enough to send us packing. Do you have any better ideas? Maybe Saki can make something useful. Saki is probably back in her cell for messing with that guard. Could you go see Saki? Maybe she might have something useful. So I guess that's our chore now. We better go back to the cells and check on Saki. Everyone understands the layout of the castle enough at this point, so I went ahead and cut to the point here. Huh? You guys found the source of that pesky signal? Great. You guys can take that out yourselves, right? I'm kidding, of course. Wouldn't be here talking to me if that was the case. You need me to build something strong enough to cut the metal, huh? I have a small idea, but it may just be enough. Remember that antenna I ripped out of the ground? You can find that and bring it to me. I might be able to do something with it. I threw it pretty far. I saw it land somewhere by the castle. I'd check on top of the walls. It may have landed somewhere there. Looks like that's the best we can do here. So I guess we better get searching. And like she said, it should be on the top of the walls. So that would be up over here. And would you look at that? The antenna's Saki ripped the ground. While I was on duty, its antenna fell straight on my head. Has to be from space. No other place it would come from. Not sure if this guy's head is screwed on right. He works around this place, he's probably seen these antennas a million times. What? You need this antenna? No, I'll never let you have it. What? What do you want? Some trouble going on in Blacksteeple Field. I'm going to need you to come with us right now. Okay, fine. I'm going with you too. But this antenna is coming with me. That's no problem. What is this place? I don't remember seeing this place on our maps. Just a little farther now. What's going on here? Sorry, do you have something we need? What could I possibly have that would help? No! This is my space antenna. It's mine! You two both set me up, didn't you? Guilty as charged. You all are incredibly stupid. I'll just use my Pokémon to safely leave. After that, I'm going to report you in this place to the Warden. Be able to do that, I wonder? I don't know if you could tell. There aren't any antennas or turrets back here. Guess what? Like, we can fight back too. You'll regret this decision. I'm going to be taking that antenna now. I'm going to take this and give it to Saki. I'm sure you two can handle the rest. And as for you, I'm going to have a little talk. Alright, first off, have you all completely lost your minds? Huh? What are you talking about? Talking about this whole plan you've cleverly come up with. All I asked was for you to help them and Saki make something we could use. Yeah, I know. I was forced to make a quick decision I wasn't proud of. I went to speak to Saki. She told me they were looking for some antenna. All I thought I had to do was go on a treasure hunt for a stupid antenna. Suddenly, I'm knocking out a guard and hiding his body in some ditch. It worked out, didn't it? Now we have an antenna that doubles as a laser thanks to Saki. I'm going to disable the signal tomorrow and leave this terrible place. All occupants must return to their cells for a routinely cell search. Those that do not show up will receive punishment. Just do a cell search. It's the big deal. Isn't a big problem. I'm going to give this laser to Breakson. You two get back to your cells. There very shortly. Don't take too long. Start searching. Yeah, don't worry about it. So we're left on our own, and you might want to go ahead, go inside, and heal up just in case. Sometimes the game doesn't heal up after this event. And after that, well, we don't have a choice, do we? We might as well go ahead off to our cells. Actually, if you want, you could go ahead and head on over to the right side of Blacksteeple, and you could start mining these rocks. This is pretty much your last opportunity to do so, and these rocks give more than fossils and odd keystones. You could also dig up the Arceus plates, which could be incredibly useful for you, because it'll boost the power of your moves, if you so want. You can also dig up revives and max revives, and pretty much anything else. If you have a Pokemon that needs a certain stone to evolve, you could pick those up as well. Or you could even dig up the various weather extending rocks here as well. So again, before you go back to your cell, you might want to mine all of these if possible. I'm probably going to mine all of these, but I also probably won't be using any items that I get from it, because these items are all chance. If you're looking for a certain item, the best thing you can do is save in front of a rock and reset every time you mine it if you don't get that item. But anyways, this time we're actually going to be going back to our cells. Don't want to get punished after all. And finally, we're back in our cells. Good. Now that everyone is snuggled in their cells. What are you doing? I thought this was just a cell search. I guess you could say we had a change of plan. You all will be going to bed early tonight. What the hell? What reason? I'm going to have a visitor coming first thing in the morning. I'm going to need you all to be in top shape before that happens. I have a bad feeling about this. Valerie told me about Madam X coming soon. If that visitor they're talking about is her, Braixen won't know when to disable the signal herself. Only there was a way out of these cells. Except we have a way. There's been this wall that we've noticed for ages, and we now have the mining kit. Also, what's interesting about this wall is that you actually mine it yourself. So you can get items from this wall if you really, really want to. So I'm going to take the time and mine it completely. What was that noise? You somehow find a way out? If you have, gotta find some way to get to Braixen. Tell her to cut the wires right now. Won't have another chance. So, I've been thinking about what you've told me. Oh? What did I tell you? About not confiscating their Pokémon. Your conclusion? My conclusion is that it makes absolutely no sense. But I know there must be a good reason. Let's just say their purpose is filled, whichever the result. But what if they riot and are successful? Then they escape the island. Let's try not to let that happen, though. You said that their purpose is filled no matter what the result. What exactly is their purpose? You've done well for me. I'll tell you a small detail. When chaos strikes, people are killed. Certain energy emits from them. I'm going to be collecting that energy once it's released. So it doesn't matter whether or not they decide to riot. They'll emit this energy. That's a pretty important detail. Too important to tell someone as low as myself. I told you, because I want to propose something to you. Oh? How would you like to become a member of Team Z? Me? No need to act so surprised. You don't have to answer me now. Right. Well, in any case, it's been a while since I've done a patrol. You want me to? No need. We're doing a mandatory cell search. Cell search? What's the point of doing that if you already know they're equipped with Pokémon? You'd be surprised how anxious prisoners are to set free. We're not really doing cell search. Oh? It's a trick. Get them back into their cells early. You just said early curfew. People would become worried. Like I said, although acceptable, a riot is not preferred. But what's the point? Remember when I asked you to become a member of Team Zen? Because Madam X is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's right. Coming to fill the quota solely created for the prisoners on this island. Guards included. They don't know that. I thought you said she didn't want to kill them. I did say that. Won't murder them, but they certainly won't be sentient afterward. But no need to get yourself so worked up. You're safe with me. I thought you said I was no one special. You're a bit above the rest. Plus, you helped me a lot around here. Even though I did all the hard work. That can't be the only reason. because I helped you out of desperation, that doesn't really justify you telling me all of this information. Sharp girl. Truth is, you remind me of her. In your daughter? Yes, that's right. I haven't seen her since I joined Team Z. Being here reassures me what I'm doing is right. Is it though? What's right and wrong? Subjective. This is right. My daughter, this is right. You never told me why you joined. You said because of your daughter, but why is it because of her? It's a long story. You have all the time in the world. Sir! What is it? They managed to escape from their cell. We can't locate them. How is that even possible? Are any of you guards competent? Have you been looking at the feeds from the turrets? That's the thing, sir. What? Turrets suddenly stopped working the moment they escaped. Get out. Yes, sir. It seems like our time here has been cut short. It seems it has. Go get Alita. We'll use her as bait. They're a tricky one. Can't let them leave. We need them. We have all day. Don't worry about it. No. That's not exactly true. What? You were ordered to lie about her arrival to anyone who wasn't an executive. And I didn't want to get you worked up. What are you saying? Madam X is arriving today. And Mimo, we're making her escape. Finally, in that hole was such a chore. Hopefully no one will find me. Jeez. Really scared me there, you know? Wait a minute. Aren't you that kid that was on the SS Oceana? Don't you remember me? I was the pianist on the SS Oceana. It's been so long. I didn't see you anywhere on the island. I thought something terrible happened. Glad that wasn't the case, though. I see you managed to find my humble little abode. After they threw me in that nasty cell, decided I didn't want to be a part of it. Still some books, managed to drag a couch down here. All I need to... Big question here. What are you doing here? Let's see. You found a way to get us all out of here? You need to get to Blacksteeple Field in order to get rid of that weird signal that interrupts our Pokeballs? I may be able to help you out with that, actually. I've actually been running out of air in here. I was forced to open the place up a bit. Go out through that way. We'll be able to reach the quarry. Only Pokemon I have is Jigglypuff. I don't have much that can help. Hopefully this will be enough. Good luck out there. And if we exit out here, we'll find ourselves in the quarry. Just like she said. So for this part, I really recommend that you turn off the speed up. And basically these guards are all kind of spinning around in different directions. If you're caught in their gaze, they will stuff you back in your cell. This is also probably one of your last opportunities to go around and mine these rocks, even though I don't recommend doing it at this point. Probably should have done it earlier, instead of having to run around the guards. So again, our goal is to make it to the field and dodge all these guards' eyesights. And for the most part, most of them just spin in circles. So it's not that difficult if you take it slow. If you try to rush it, you may regret it, however. And there we are. Easy peasy. So I recommend you come in here, organize your team, check your PC, get anything out that you might want, heal up. And again, like I said, you definitely want to organize your team right here because we're going to have a pretty difficult battle coming up soon. So I think my party is ordered adequately, so we're going to go ahead. As I was saying, we're going to go ahead and go back in cave and talk to Braixen. What are you doing here? I thought there was a cell surge. What? You want me to cut the pipes now? What about the plan? I thought we were waiting until tomorrow. Alright, we can do it now, I suppose. Before we do, I have to explain something really quick. On further investigation, it seems like the letters on the boxes represent what it's powering up. Ones with the letter L control the turrets. The ones with the R control the antennas. Turns out, some antennas are hidden inside turrets, but this is where things get foggy. I don't know when it happened, but it looks like someone already cut through the turret power supplies. I don't know who could have done it. I've been here the whole time, but no one passed through here in that time. Anyway, that's not important right now. Let's just finish the job, yeah? Let's go and find those boxes we need to zap away. I'll follow you, don't worry. And of course she will. So, as you can see, a lot of the boxes were already cut through, so we don't really have to worry about that. So the main boxes are pretty much over here on this side. Okay, now we need to cut the pipes connected to the machine directly. Those are the pipes by the stairs that are going into the wall. After that, the signal should completely stop around the castle. So if we move over here, one pipe. Before you cut this pipe, you definitely want to save. And again, you can access your team right here as well, so you can order everything however you would like to. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and we're going to cut that pipe. So once we're ready, we'll go ahead and cut the last pipe. That does it. Signal should be gone by now. Warning, nullification signal is now offline. Warning, nullification signal is now offline. Uh-oh. Didn't think we'd be notified out loud about this. What the hell is going on? Ugh, it would be. Suddenly, not too surprised either. You knew about this, didn't you? That's why you were so adamant about taking care of the situation by yourself? Suddenly, a whole lot makes sense now. You heard the alarm, right? You all can use your Pokémon now? I am a Pokémon, first of all. Second of all, we're not afraid of you. And that's where you've messed up. Should be afraid. We're going to make sure we clean up this mess before it gets to beat. Leave them to me. I need to redeem myself. Yeah, you really do. Get to it. I'll take care of the breaks and it won't be difficult at all. Aw, what's wrong? Never been in a Pokemon battle before? Can't live in this world without doing it at least once. Guess you'll learn now. You leave her alone. I'll be your opponent now. Oh? Now this is a shock. Are you finally showing initiative? I'm fine with this. Let's get this going. So this is the third executive Madelis Battle, and our first time actually taking her on all on her own. She starts off with a Cinccino, level 36, Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, Tail Slap, and Encore, no item. And we are fighting on the K field, which she makes a lot of use of. I also believe the Cinccino has Technician for an ability, not really sure. But most of its moves do a lot of damage. It just kind of depends on how many times it hits you. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a Retaliate and do as much damage as I can with Stoutland here. And I actually got a miss right there. That was really nice. So this is actually a really good start because it means I get to keep my Stoutland for later. Intimidate is such an amazing ability. I'm going to go ahead and send out my Graveler here on the Salazzle. Salazzle has Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Foul Play, Toxic, and no item. I'm going to go ahead and just hit it with the Bulldoze, and that should knock it out. If it doesn't, it'll drop its speed, and I can knock it out with the second hit. Next up, she's going to go ahead and send in Tsareena. Right here is probably where I would like to send in my Swoobat. Swoobat just isn't going to be that good for the rest of the battle, so I may as well use Swoobat here. Tsareena has Trop Kick, Bounce, Nature Power, and Low Sweep. Nature Power on this field turns into Rock Tomb, so that could hurt my Swoobat quite a bit. But I'm mainly going to be focusing on trying to get some Air Slash, which is right here, which isn't much. Air Slash is a non-contact flying move, which means it loses some power in this field. So that's going to do quite a bit to me, actually knocking me out. Which is completely fine. I guess I could go ahead and send in Blaziken and see if I can knock it out from here. And there we go, that's the Tsareena down. I didn't want to risk setting up on it because in this field, Bounce is actually a one-turn move. It is a contact flying move. Next up, she's going to go ahead and send in her Florges. So my response to that should be to send in Muck. Florges over here has Nature Power, Dazzling Gleam, Synthesis, and Giga Drain. So there really isn't that much it can do to me. My best bet here is just to Poison Fang and hopefully get a Poison with my Poison Touch in the Poison type move. Because otherwise this Florges is just going to try to stall me out. And looks like we got it. So she's going to try to stall me out, and she's not going to be too successful. I think this is more of a bug on the AI's part, because it would be far better for her to at least damage my Muck a little bit more, but she's not going to do that. And after that, she's going to go ahead and send in her Sharpedo. Level 38, it's holding a Focus Sash that has Bounce, Crunch, Psychic Fangs, and Waterfall. So I really just want to go ahead and get a Poison Fang off on it. I should survive this hit. I'm lucky I get a Poison, which I did. The bad news, this thing has Speed Boost. So that's not particularly good here. I could look through my team and see if there's anything that I really want to sacrifice right now, but there's nothing I want to sacrifice. Although I could go ahead and send out my Stoutland, since it's poisoned, and just kind of whittle it down. So I might do that for now. So I should take this Waterfall. And with my Stoutland, I can use Baby Doll Eyes, which is priority, and slowly drop its attack and stall it out even more. so it's constantly getting that speed boost. It is faster than anything else on my team without priority. But one more baby to All Eyes, and it really can't do anything to me. So I'll go ahead and send out my Blaziken right here. I have quick attack still, and I can just quick attack away and knock it out. And finally, she's going to send out her Houndoom. It's holding the Wise Glasses, which boost its special attacks by something like 20%. Has Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, and Sludge Bomb. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a stacking shot. A couple of these should knock it out. And she's going to Hyper Potion up, which doesn't matter. One more hit, even if she Hyper Potions up, and she'll be knocked out anyways. God, your team is annoying. What's wrong with you? Sad because you lost again. It happens. There's no cure for incompetence. I suppose the same could be said to me. Next time, I'll be sure to beat you. Come on, Nastasia. Let's go. So great to finally reunite after all this time. What's wrong, dear? I just wanted to say thanks for protecting. Not a very good battler, so I would have been hurt pretty badly if I had to fight. Oh, it was no problem at all. Anything for friends of them. Now that everyone can use their Pokémon now, I'm assuming outside is going to be hectic. Perhaps, but together, be fine. Yeah, I guess you're right. Then we should meet everyone then, yeah? Sure, they're going to need our help. Yes, you're correct. Let's get to it. Alita, get up. You're back. Yes, it's like I promised, right? Come on, you have to follow me right now. Where are we going? I have to make my way to the top of the castle. As for you, I need you to find the people who are on board the SS Oceania. They're hidden somewhere in the cell room. Okay, what do you want me to do after that? I suspect they will be going after the Warden. After you found the SS Oceania prisoners, I want you to make your way to the top as well. They'll need as much help as they can get. Plus, I'm sure you'd love to get back at the Warden for this to you, right? Alright then, I'll do what I must. And it looks like we finally made it out, and the rebellion is going. But this is actually where I'm going to leave things here for now. In the next part, we're going to deal with the prison riot here at Blacksteeple Castle. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it helped. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you all for watching.